what you tryna go be. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL play. Ravens sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 54 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw, Lee. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Double dog, that's the way.
Now Lee from the gun on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Throwing here, Lee. And he's got it. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Adam Thielen taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game. But how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's Hill, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
A gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 90, Wolf.
Lee out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Here's Lee on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Complete to Hilton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs, nothing.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lee. And the ball is knocked out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Kenny Clark gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Watch twist. Motion.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. On first down, Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
In for the sack, Deion Jones. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We'll find.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as the Ravens push further out in front.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now here's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
15.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Steps away. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
at the Ravens 9-yard line.
Yellow. Time to go. Night, night. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 50. Smoke. Mike 54. Here we go.
Right there. 50.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. What a spin. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah. 15 Lonnie. Here we go. Where's the mic?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lee. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Lee. Flush to his right. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Lee to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Ready up. Number one, nice number one.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw is Lee on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Forced out to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Watch the pass.
Hey, 57, 57.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Here we go, let's bring it, go. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mike, 54.
Mahomes now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Yellow.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's got it. Complete. Derrick Henry. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kenny Clark able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. You ain't going nowhere. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete. Henry. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the move to his Mahomes hit. He lost the football. We've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Mahomes. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now it's the backup Greer. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out of the gun, Greer. Rolling to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Muscles him off. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, 26 yards. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Here we go.
Greer operating from the gun. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Lee. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Lee looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
This will be caught by Brown. 16 yards, a first down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number one receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Throwing here. Lee to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check.
Lee out of the gun. A spin. This will be caught at about the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Two-jet bomber.
Greer now to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Greer now, a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10.
Right there.
Now Greer. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Greer. He'll buy some time right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself.